at CRN, ChrisReasonNetwork. And this is the Critic Corner. Getting some videos done. This is a new idea that I just started to do for a show on my channel. If you're interested in having a show on my channel, please let me know. Message me on YouTube or my Google Plus. Probably, I don't really check that much, but you can message me on there. Go to the Facebook link at facebook.com/ChrisReasonNetwork, and you can message me there, comment on the status, whatever. You can find me at Twitter at @TheChrisReason, and on Vine at @TheChrisReason. And I think also on Instagram. Yeah, same thing, all in all. And in this episode, we are talking about the most entertaining wrestlers of 2013, in my opinion. Okay, first of all, here's just the total list of people that I thought were entertaining, interesting, or showed most value to the year. This is not in any particular order, it's just the list I have as of right now. I'll talk about the top 5 later. If there is a tag team in this list, it's because they both interested me or entertained me at the same level. If one was greater than the other, then they'd be separate on this list. So if you feel like anyone's been left out, let me know. Take in your opinion, and I could go over more stuff with that. Okay, first of all, Big U Langston showed some improvement from once he started. I think it was in either 2012 or 2013. Brock Lesnar showed more aggression than when he first did, in my opinion. Dolph Ziggler, the most entertaining wrestler of the first 3 that I've said. Mainly because he's athletic, he can talk great on the mic, and he shows improvement. He doesn't really need it, but he shows it. The fact that WWE is pushing him back as far as they can just because he said something about what they're doing with Cena and all the other people is bullshit. I mean, yeah, you don't talk bad about your company, but you can't, if you're doing a storyline, maybe, but other than that, don't mean it for real, or keep your thoughts to yourself. It's what they're trying to tell Ziggler, but I just find that real bullshit. Number 4 is the entire Wyatt family. I have seen Bray Wyatt, aka some guy from the Nexus, I don't remember his name. He was in Nexus with Wade Barrett and all them, and he was in the first season of NXT, I believe. First or second. And then Luke Harper I've seen in the independent level where, oh my god, he was amazing. If WWE would let him do the stuff he did in his independent days, you would see more excitement in WWE. I've seen him do the 2 outside dives with this big man doing outside dives, doing a whole bunch of crazy stuff that way too. Next we got Daniel Bryan. I know what you're thinking. Daniel Bryan, he should be a champion right now. I don't really fucking care who's champion. Just don't make it John Cena, or still have Randy Orton, or Triple H, or Batista. They don't deserve it. Especially Batista. Just coming back and you're like, oh, let's give him the belt right away. Batista was an okay wrestler. He could talk okay on the mic. The fact that they're pushing a big man like they want to do, that can't wrestle that great, is complete and utterly bad for business. Triple H, if you're listening, take that into mind. I know you're probably not, but I don't fucking care. Next, we have the team of the Rhodes family, Goldust and Cody Rhodes. They've been interesting. I've been seeing new moves by Cody Rhodes a little bit, but a lot of new moves from Goldust, especially when he does the flipping senton from the apron, which I find interesting, and I've seen him do a hurricanrana, and he can actually land it, unlike what I've seen John Cena try to do. CM Punk, the fact that he puts his words over anything else, like what he thinks, speaks to me, because you have him going out with what he doesn't feel is right. That's why he's not there, which I am happy for him. AJ Lee is one of the few that can wrestle. That's a diva. There's many others like Natalya, Alicia Fox, possibly half of the Bella Twins, and what I mean by that is not one person, I mean half of each of their talent. They could probably wrestle. Oksana, not really. Naomi's getting there. Cameron can't. Eva Marie needs work. There's more people that need work in that Divas division. Layla coming back, she's one of the best. Basically, if you want to see good wrestling, watch their NXT, TNA, independent circuits. Check those out. Summer Rae, also one of the best. of WWE divas that have seen that, like, she wasn't just a pretty face and just dancing with Fandango. She could wrestle. And that, apparently, according to the Total Divas episode, that was shocking to Natalia. Austin Aries, a guy that I heard either trained from Milwaukee, he's from Milwaukee, and some bullshit like that. One of the best wrestlers to date. And he can talk right on the mic. He's perfect at promos. Everyone botches, so it doesn't really matter if I say, oh, he botches a lot. Everyone botches. Everyone makes mistakes. Get over it. It's those botches that can be entertaining. And the dangerous moves they pull off. With Austin Aries, he can work with about anyone that I've seen. Same with Chris Sabin. Chris Sabin needs to stop whining like a little bitch. Like, oh, Velvet Sky, you can't break up with me. I gotta break up with you. Whiny bitch. The character's good. Chris Sabin can wrestle, but boost up your gimmick if you're gonna do such a bullshit job like that. Christopher Daniels, one of the best. I've seen him wrestle in the ECW days against Rhino. He was in WWF for like, I don't know, less than a year, I believe. And then TNA. He worked for most. Or Ring of Honor, I don't remember. He's in both, I believe. And they were good. Christopher Daniels, possibly aligned with Austin Aries in the top. Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards, a.k.a. the Wolves now in TNA, also known as the American Wolves, and the American Pitbulls in NXT for a short period of time. NXT is like the WWE version of an independent level, or FCW, what it used to be. But Eddie Edwards and Davey Richards, they're alright on the mics. They're good enough to be wrestlers, but their skills in the ring is what I am most proud of, I guess, most entertained by, whatever the fuck I want to say. Mr. Anderson showed improvement from just being a floppy bastard and saying, Green Bay, Wisconsin, you know, that shit. And basically he's getting better. Bully Ray, he's good on the mic, he can sort of wrestle, he's kind of a big man, and that's why it makes him pathetic when he takes hits by little people a lot. Samoa Joe, also probably tied with Austin Aries, but definitely above Christopher Daniels, because he's a big man that can fly, that can do technical wrestling, that can do all the dangerous stuff, just like Masada. If you ever heard of him, check him out. He's a big man, about the size of the Undertaker, I believe. He can fly, he can do the lucha libre, high flying type stuff, he can technical wrestle, he can be a powerhouse, he can be a submission specialist, he can do all of it basically. Then you got Brooke Tessmacher, aka Brooke, aka Miss Tessmacher in TNA. Her ass is just like, you know what I'm saying. Anyways, Brooke, former Hooters girl, I believe, and model, and swimsuit model, whatever. It's gorgeous, and she needs to be on TV more. Gail Kim, one of the best WWE divas. Former WWE diva, sorry, and current TNA knockouts. I think she's current TNA knockout, something like that. Some storyline bullshit where she quit or some shit. I don't even pay attention to the storylines anymore. And with all that stuff, she can wrestle. She has the talent. She has the mic skills. She has the, I don't know how to say, look of a person that, like, yeah, she could kick your ass, but you'd be, like, strangely attracted to it. And then lastly, I got Velvet Sky. Part of the Beautiful People now, and formerly, before, and then, well, I think she was a TNA Knockout Champion and TNA Tag Team, or Knockout Tag Team Champion. Amazing wrestlers, all in all. And here, in my opinion, is the top 5. Number 5, you got the Wyatt family. 4, Summer Rae. 3, Austin Aries. 2, AJ Lee. And 1, Christopher Daniels. If you're wondering why I'm talking so quietly, that is because people are sleeping in my house, and this is the only place I can do it. If I talk loudly, everyone will hear. Peace out. Stay tuned for the next Critic Corner. If they're not going to be at a certain time I'm putting these up, just in general, I just know they're going to be uploaded, I think Thursdays, but not every week. So stay tuned for those, and check out my other videos on the Chris Reason Network. Thank you.